So it is 6 Sense Squad, and it's a team of professional tarot card readers and psychics. And at this stream, I would like to see if someone wants to get a reading, so you can put your questions, or maybe you have something what you want, what you would like to discuss, and we definitely can look into your situation. Maybe there is some dream you want to interpret, or there is some other spiritual questions. So please, anyone who is at the moment present, you can put your questions. And but before anyone will start to put the questions, last time I was talking about the position of the moon, and we are today at an stage of the old moon. So it is a good to use different rituals or spiritual work connected with getting rid of negative energy and everything what is on your way. So if you want to clear up situations or energy, or just anything about your house, you can it's just the best time for this. So try to use different candles, especially white, if you try to get rid of negative energy, plus possibly as well sometimes if you want some other purposes. For example, you want to clear up your connection in relations. So for this purpose, you can of course use red candles, or green usually for more attraction, health, or money. But I would suggest to use those candles more when it is a growing moon or a new moon. So let me just check. Moons. This is how for the end of the August the moon cycle looks like. So full moon was on the 1st of August, and new moon will start on 16th, and full moon, which actually will be the blue moon, so it will be on the 30th of August. So, and I will give the message for the day to check what is the energy of the day before we can continue with your questions, or maybe even we can watch some short movie or episode of the movie about the interesting or curious things which happening. So let me give you the message for the day. Just what energy of today, and today it is 6th of August, what this day is bringing us. Strength reversed. So this is the message of the day. So it's influence of the sun. So anything what is about creative energy, creativity, playfulness, playing with your children, anything. Hello. Serenity Wind, how are you? Serenity. Sorry. I hope you have a good day. How have you been? Join. So nice to meet you. And I'm just sharing information about the energy of the day. I just said that for the day I got the strength reversed, which is astrologically place of the sun. So if you plan anything creative or active to do, yes, it will be a good day for you to do. But keep your strength with you, because message came upside down, and sometimes if it is in this position, that could be not overwhelmed with this kind of activity. So it's an active day. Because everything what comes along with the sun gives creativity, gives potential for, play with, like for your spiritual practice, for enlightenment. And as well, it's like a time when you need a little bit to boost your consciousness, because it's a place of consciousness. Leo, so it's always, so all your mindset thoughts have to be activated. And if you have a question, you can ask your personal question. Maybe you have some spiritual questions, or you want to know something, maybe there is something what you always was wondering, or what you want to share with. Yeah. Are you still there, Serenity? Or if you're still there, of course. And what, just generally, you looking for some answers, or you yeah, are you there, or you're not there anymore? Okay, I think the person is gone, but it's okay. So what else I would be wanting to mention about this day, because it is on the influence of sun, and like I mentioned, it's a good timing for potential of consciousness. So that's why anything what is like a new project, or anything what is about planning things, and especially when you need to use your creativity, this is a good day. But like I mentioned, because message came upside down, so definitely not overwhelm, and put enough strength, not too much, because too much strength could be making frustration, or just, yes, it will be a disfocus as well, because sometimes messages, when they came upside down, they just can say that it is disfocus. And sun, generally from astrological sign, looks like it's a circle, and it's different arrows, like in all directions. So that's why it can be good for different activities, but at the same time, if you want something specifically, you need, of course, to focus on something what you really want to do. Plus, I would suggest such a good meditation, not meditation, but techniques for restore your energy. Because if it is a strength, it means it needs to make you stronger, it needs to give you additional like support from absolute or from universe. And that's when you can do grounding exercise. I will remind for those who don't remember how to do it, it's more visualizational techniques. There are a lot of different visualizational techniques which could be interesting and which could be for different purposes, but what is the most important? The role of all of them is to support your consciousness development, which will make you have like success in manifestations, because manifestations it's about bringing something what is from your mental activity, yes, from on your mental plan, putting it onto our earth. So it's kind of making vibrations probably down, yes, if we're talking about vibrations and energy, because all our 7 energetical bodies, so they support in achievement of some sort of this or that manifestation. So, and more energy you activate somewhere, and once it gets to the equivalent, what can be corresponding to the real fact of event, that's when your desire happens. Before, you can think and think, and it could be actually not happening because it's not enough energy. It's like a parallel world. Every time when you're thinking about something, you create the thought, and it creates a parallel world. But then it's a matter of time when it can actually happen. So it's like a system of coordinate, pretty much. So you can look into the manifestation as a mathematic algorithm or coordination, system of coordination. So that's why it's good to build on different techniques, because first of all they will make stronger your spiritual body. Yes, it's like muscles, but muscles not of your physical body, but muscles of your mental body, of your mental energetical field. Every of this every body, spiritual, like emotional, will be getting stronger and stronger, and then you can just manifest whatever you need quicker and quicker. Yeah? But again, it is all a process, because you need to be ready and to keep your mind clear and positive. Yes, because if you will be overreacting, that could create problems. That's why it's all connected. Maybe it's a special topic which we can discuss on one stage, but right now I would be wanting to again to say more about the techniques which could be good to do today, such as grounding exercise. When you visualize anything what could be like an anchor coming from your bottom chakra, connect you with middle of the earth, of the actually your cord should be going under the ground, under the earth. And you can also, with your visual techniques, imagine how all the negativity coming out. And especially if something worries, you worry. In this way, you just clean your energy. After that, you can exchange and replace this code with something else, with a different code, which will be clean, and just leave it like that on your energetical screen. Yes. So, and next exercise would be good, for example, for connection, both energy of the earth and energy of the like combine together the energy from universe which comes from the top of your chakra together with energy which comes from the bottom of the chakra, and mixture this, because it's like a fountain of energy which can wash and clear up all your energetical field. So for this technique, you just need to picture that a big, massive energy of some like sort of like boosting into your feet and going up. And at the same time, there comes energy from the top, from the sky, and open your up highest chakra. Yes, and it's all like a streaming together. And you can actually see on your screen how they washing your uh, all your centers and your spine or your chakras, so they clear up, they mix together, because on one stage they're meeting together, and it becomes like a multiple colorful energetical stream, so which can help you to wash away the negativity or negative areas of your mm, field. Yes, so sometimes, because it's all connected with our emotions, yes, our emotional body can need sometimes, not sometimes, continuously. It's better to do this practice every time, every day even, because in this case, once you're getting some negativity from some person or some situation, and because we live in society, we all the time dealing with someone or something. Yes, and it can be very annoying, it can be very irritating. That's why it's so important to do exercises of grounding, because once you grounded, you're not anymore like, you can protect yourself more, and you can be not so easy pushed away on energetical level. So it's kind of a mechanism of protection. At the same time, sometimes it's a good idea to to think about, like, around you there is a mirror, and that's why if someone sends some negative energy or some a negative thought about you, so you already it reflects automatically to the person, and it's a good mechanism of protection. uh, Plus sometimes it's good also to put some costume like a cosmic person or something, like you're a space person or something. And in this case as well, but you have to always not to forget to take it off in the evening, because what can happen that then you can be like in a show, no one can be really communicating with you or things like that. You can see that people not pay attention. Hi, Alex, how are you? Nice to meet you. I hope you have a good day, and yes, you're welcome. How is your day so far going? What are you up to? Or you are are you there and you relax? No, if you want to join, you can definitely join, and you also have a chance or opportunity to get a response to your question. So, if you want to know about something, don't hesitate and put some question, uh, because that's what. Or maybe you have some other question. So, whatever you're happy to share, yeah, you can share. While I'm just explaining about techniques and what can keep you safe and protected, maybe some, because sometimes you need to do protection just even for your confidence, because if you feel anxiety inside, and obviously, a lot of people nowadays, they can be scared, and we have a lot of psychological worries and not feeling very safe. Yes, so for this purpose, it's good to do and self-regulational techniques and to do some spiritual meditational techniques, because they all help your consciousness to develop. Hi, Ash Bifrost. You're lost in your life. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear about this, Ash. I hope you will be all right. So there is some specific situation, or you just kind of everything at once started to fall apart for you? So, of course, I will give you message, yes, because I will try to see what spiritual side of your. Mhm. But you see, so if everything at once falls apart, of course, it's very frustrating and very depressing, I would be saying, yes. But you need always to remember that possibly you need to get through this, because spiritual side of your inner spirit wants you to deal with this, yes. So every time everyone has some challenges, and it also depends what planet at the moment is. So maybe you are in your Saturn zone, when you're getting some sort of tests and challenges of your life. So and it depends your future evolution of your spirit, how later to like to make you strong, because any situation makes you not to be weak but to become strong and to obtain some quality of that. Understand? So that's why, first of all, you need not to get down, because that's what usually happens. Person feeling falling apart, and can't be spiritually strong anymore. So what they say, you got the fairy, especially took for you first oracle. Are you still there? Yeah? So because I wanted to see what shapeshifter energy is around you and what they want to tell you. So it's a Latin fairy, you see. So what they say, it's like, I will try to explain you, because there is a solution. They want you to find solution. There is a clear solution for you. But when this fairy comes, usually when you're really inside lost. That's where she holds Latin. And because she kind of wants you to connect with your high spirit, which every person has, it's like your high spirit, or like spiritual guidance, no, your inner teacher, yes, kind of your future you in the future, which would be knowing all solutions for you. So, and she wants you to get through, like the darkness, because right now you lost in this dark, and inside there is everything looks like frustrated, and you don't see solution because it's a lot of it's like you under, if for example the wall fall apart, yes, you would be under that wall, and you need now to take the Latin and try to restore it, to find this kind of like to replace everything, to put it on a right place and in right order. That's what comes for you, and that's exactly about your inner condition. So they want you to start to do some self-regulational techniques, because uh, in this way you can a little bit calm down, and clear solution will come your way, because she came to say that there is solution, you only need to find those light. Now let me check with the tarot cards how the situation is going to look for you, because I just wanted Oracle to see more like, how to deal with your spiritual side of this. So 7 of Pentacle reversed. You see, could be financial issues as well at the moment. It's like there is no more, like you're really frustrated and you can be selling out you. This is what 7 of Pentacle also very often means, Because you see 7 of Pentacle, even like it's about, first of all, because it's astrologically 7 place house, 7th house, it's corresponding to the Libra, so it can be any sort of arrangements or commitments or agreements with you and others, yes. So at the moment can be not working, or maybe there is no, like, something went wrong or out of the track. For example, you discussed it to be in this way, but it's not what actually happening. That's what 7 of Pentacles could be. So it's like basically your expectations could be not happening, yes, because you expected, for example, people to do it, or you expected this company to do it, or you expected your partner to do it, and because it's upside down, so it's nothing, so no agreements happening, you understand? And that's why plus 7 of Pentacles, like I mentioned, it's Pentacles. Pentacles connect with material side, with financial side sometimes, yes. And it's a symbol of like digging the hole. So, like you at the moment can be, for example, selling things for the coin. Yes, so that's why I say sell out. So it can be no satisfaction, and you getting very impatient. Maybe you was waiting for a while something to happen, but it didn't happen, because 7 of Pentacles, it's a waiting. But when it's reversed, it means you're already tired of this waiting. Waiting can be forever, like, and yeah, and it gets like very tricky, and you feel very impatient about this, like. Plus, I see the King of Wands, so think also maybe there is connection with some particular person as well, because King sometimes it's a social role. Maybe of course it's your social role. They want you to be like a King of Wands and to solve the problems, yes, and to be like a captain. Because who is King of Wands? It's a captain. Why it's a captain? Because the captain is the most experienced and you can save the team. Yes, it's a difference between good captain and bad captain. you know so everyone, he can be not the most smart, he can be not the most like rich or something. When you are in an ocean on a ship, what you need someone who will actually solve the problems and save the team. That's who is the king of wands. And that's probably what they say, that like, you have at the moment now need um, to take this Latin, to try to meditate and connect with your high spirit, because solution is inside you, but you need to shift and remove some blockages and negative stuff, and everything what makes you feel down, not good. I don't know, like, like, kind of try to be patient, try to return at least like this message of Seven of Pentacle, turn into right position and be the captain, because everything could be in your hands. You need to activate your energy, because King of Wands, it's also the fire zone. Fire, it's about ideas, motivation, and active energy. So that's what they suggest. You definitely. Oh, okay. No, but you see, you are very new to this. You mean you are new to finding guidance, yes, and how to actually connect. That's what you mean. But what did you do? Like, what you knew, but what you know about this? Let's put start this way. If it is a very new idea, at least what you know about it. If there is something what you know. And maybe if you, of course, want to clarify, because I was checking for you spiritual, and maybe that's why the fairy came for you, because you're trying to find, yes, like you said, try to connect, you're trying to connect. But at the moment, it's still for you very hard to get through those darkness, because you a little bit lost. So that's why she wants you to take those Latin, which represents, of course, the light. So if you knew and you, Mhm, okay, all right. So you don't know anything, but you now came. Maybe that's why you came to the situation when you are lost, because the spiritual world thought, okay, we need this person to bring to save in some way. So because you see, at the moment, when everything is falling apart, you actually came here. Yeah. So to become to know. That's why from the very beginning I told you that if some situation happens in your life, it happens for the reason. Maybe at that moment you still don't know the reason. Yes, and it can be very unclear, it can be very dramatic, and it can be like stop the world, I want to get out of this bus. But it is how it is, yes, but sometimes it could be the only way how maybe this your spiritual part wants you to sort it out things, you know, and to fix it in a best way for you. So no, what I would be suggesting, of course, first you need to understand what is appealing you to, because there could be different directions of spirituality, but you know your connection, we all connected to universe. The only thing is if it's like Google, internet. You connect through your um, right side of the brain, because brain, like our mind, consists of two parts, right and left. So what's the most important idea is that right connects with the universe, left connects with your consciousness. And it's our thoughts, memories, I don't know, values, behavior, all these aspects. So it's in the left side of your brain. In the right side, it's all spiritual part. So, connection with the dreams, because you know that we're sleeping. While you're sleeping, you're using, it's sort of like your left side becomes not active, but becomes more passive, because that's where you can observe your dreams. And the right part becomes very active because you're walking, and that's what we call astral projection, because some people can be actually walking when they learn how to use their mental bodies. They walking through the dreams and joining others people, or making some harmfulness, or do some positive things. So it depends on intentions, but it's really happening. Yeah. And that's why for you, most important is at the moment to at least like connect, like with the part which is those right one, which actually presents the spirit. Yeah. Mm. Presents the spirit, because if you will be because your mind and it's kind of consciousness and subconsciousness, which always fight between each one. Because sometimes we're doing something instinctively and it's not what our intentions are, and we can understand why we do. So it's because that's why you will all the time see or hear such a like kind of conversation. You need to balance yourself. Yeah. What it means, you need to remove influence of one part, or right or left, and achieve this harmonic condition when your consciousness and subconsciousness can be united and work actually for the future. And that's called magician, because in this state you can manifest. You understand? But if you only consciousness will be, then it means you lacking your spiritual part, and your consciousness only takes from experience, like for example, from books, from someone's experience, from anything, but you not actually connect with a solution to the universe, you know? Because it's like production of your memory, or I don't know, if you will be not connecting with your spirit. That's why for you, probably grounding techniques, try to start to visualize things. You can visualize your Supatam teacher, or I don't know, universe or God, if you believe. You need to understand what your belief is, because that only very important. Without you believe in something, it's like holding a phone without internet. You can't find Google, you can't Google anything if you're not connected. That's not gonna work. You understand? That's why sometimes that's why, no, me personally and many people I think will agree that very many things depend on us in everything. In manifesting, you know, because once you connect, but you need to, the problem is to find how to connect, how to switch with the universe, how, where is those like plug in. So once you plug in, for someone it could be, I don't know, some mythological gods like Zeus, whatever, like, and person really believes and everything will be working fine. For another, it's Jesus Christ. For someone else, it's something else, Um, yeah, or no beliefs, just in yourself, and you will find God in you. So it's sort of things which individual. And if you not believe in something, it's no point even to um, like going to some place, and because you will be like as this phone without internet in any case. So that's why you have to start to first connect with your spirituality, and you can come to your place yourself. So you just can be, I don't know, sitting, putting candle, all these candles, some salts, whatever them it's a attributes. It's not, you cannot use them if you don't want, when you want to connect to universe and manifest. But for some people, especially if they not, like, you need to pull yourself. The most important to switch on. Listen, switch on. What this is switch on, it's individual. Some code. So once you're finding it, and it will be perfectly well working for you. Anything, yes, solutions. You can probably ask because we are in a process of evolutional growing spiritual, yes, and every time, like reincarnation, if you stuck in some situation, you will be next life in this situation, next life in this situation, until you're getting, it's like in a game, like computer game, or next level, you know so it's pretty much the same. We're living in this uh, and that's for you, but you need to solve a problem, and at this stage you have some issue, because that's where you then that's where you said that you have some problem, everything started to fall apart. But you will become the king of wands, like I said you. So you will become this captain who is in the middle of the ocean, having the team or something, and just doesn't know what to do with the ship, but you will find the way and getting out of this trap. That's what they said you. And I believe that you will find your spiritual connection with um, with whatever your spiritual aspect is. But can I ask you, what is your belief? Do you have any belief or anything what you mm, mhm. Because you said it's new, but in any case, do you like cars? Do you like, I don't know, some form of, like, do you go to church maybe, or what is your, or you have some Buddha beliefs, or maybe it's a Buddhism or Krishnaism, or so many different. Okay. Hmm. Probably the strict parents just made everything for you not to want anything to do with it. Because very often that's what's happening. I'm not sure, of course, but I could suspect a little bit that's why you don't want to have any belief, because especially if your mind is open for something else, then people like don't want it anymore in their life, you know? Like the consciousness say it's enough. Okay, grow up now, I don't want to deal with this anymore. No, yeah. For some probably they if you, it's like about your spirit, yes. If it is for in some families, yes, they accept it and they want, and they traditional and they going with it, that's great. But if, for example, someone is a little bit, yeah, it's kind of, you can't put everyone in the same clothes or something. You want, your mind doesn't understand, or doesn't accept, or doesn't want it, or doesn't feel connected. Okay, but what was your situation as well? Because you said everything collapsed in terms of what? So, and you said you don't know what to do. So, what exactly? But you will be okay. I just try maybe more specifically. If you will mention more specifically, I can respond to you as well. Because spiritual practice and spiritual understanding will not happen in 1 minute or 1 day. You need to build on this. You need to think about, like, you need to connect. It's more about your, maybe you like shamanic techniques, maybe you like, um, mhm, mhm. So financial. That's what appeared at Seven of Pentacle reversed. Okay. So you're not motivated anymore. But you see, if you're not motivated, you working somewhere, or you just kind of, and why you separated from friends? Did you move somewhere? But before, so it's like recently your situation with finance became not pleasant. But before everything was good, or you just didn't pay attention. High CGT. Okay. So you have the same issue, CPD, or similar. Okay. Well, you already found a friend, Ash. So friends. Said you separated from your friends. So now we have working friends separated. So mostly, so you're still working, but now you're not anymore, like, because of liking friends, you feel like you don't have enough money. Before you had enough, but now you're not happy. That's what happens. Or you notice this. Before you probably didn't notice because you had friends. Yeah. And CG, CP, blind, CPT. You want to have a question too, yes? No, Ash, you see, first of all, I was asking about you. You really appeared like not having motivation because Knight of Wands upside down, and that's a motivation. That's a first house. It's a Mars, or not Knight. It's a Leon, so which is energy of fire, and it's upside down. So no motivation. It's kind of like that, yeah. And you do need friends. Before you felt support, because from your past, I do see Six of Cups, and it's a support, friendship, things like that. From people who again appeared as the King of Wands, which was before for you already. So maybe you felt like you're important, or someone needs you. You had this, I don't know, it's something about your also confidence probably fall down, because you see in your past there was a nine of pentacle, and that was the image, positive image, yes, strong. But now in your present, you say you're upside down. And what was the reason? So they still want you to possibly find your inspiration, because the reason, it's inspiration, it's a star. Star, it's, and understanding who is your truly friend, because star, it's Aquarius. Aquarius is astrologically place of friends, friendship. What is really friendship? And friendship is really coming after the crisis. So, and for me, it means maybe you need to overlook who are your friends. Maybe those people not really your friends, and you need to, like yesterday I was reading, there was one good comment or some, like, it's like, God takes away from you some people because he sees what you don't see at the moment. It's kind of, maybe these people not really good, or like, for some reason you separated. So if they are truly your friends, you're spiritual, like, I don't know, like you both belong to the same spiritual family, or you connected, they will be there. Once their mission is finished, they go. So, or you're meeting new one who will support you. You understand? So that's how I kind of see it for the like like a reason or something what is inside. But I understand your feeling, because you feel trapped, and inside again there is, you tied up, you don't know what to do. But future will be all right, because in the future you got seven of wands, and it means your courage, you will fix everything, you will start to be stronger, because seven of wands, it's your ability to resign with things, to be resilient, to be building something, to, like, to move forward, to be courage, to push away everything what you don't need, and to compete with anything what you need. That's your situation. And it could be again some sort of commitments, maybe relations, or meeting other people who will be your friends. That's basically for you, because your main purpose appeared with the three of wands, was finding the proper right cooperation and building on the team, and building and being, it's a Gemini is like being the same, so being in the same team, being a team leader, being in a team where you both can interact actively. So everything will be all right. So, and CPT, you have question, or you want just me to check for your spiritual message and sort of like how things are going to be? If you're still there, of course. I'm sure if someone is. Ash, you there or not? Because I need to see who is. If there is someone, okay, kind of bad, haven't had any kind of relationship. Okay. So you want to know if you will actually have relationship, but you have someone on your mind, or you just anyone desperate. Okay. Now you see, if you deal for a long time on your own, so possibly it's not a bad idea, because it means you, like maybe you don't need even relations, because sometimes, it's like social term and people thinking that's what we need, but you cannot need, like you dealing with everything yourself. And that's already a good thing in any case, you know. But I will give you, oh, okay, so it's because you have some, let me spiritual oracle first give you. Shift to see. Okay, it's a lot of eyes, eyes, eyes. You see clearly, clairvoyance. You see one message with eyes, another. They kind of want you to maybe in the past there was some obsessions for you. I don't know. Something was there. What could be? Because you see, those one of the messages, fairy. This one. This usually talks about intoxication energy. So maybe there was some vibration, or like you said, trauma or something, you know, based on some intoxic, possibly even a relationship, you know, which created lots of I don't know, your insecurity and maybe not wanting anything, or really poisoning. Yes, because it's intoxication of something. And at the moment, that's why this message of this end of area with a lot of eyes, it wants you to look widely around, you know, like on the situation, to develop your clairvoyance. So clairvoyance, it's not necessary you have to become a psychic, yes, but you can be a psychic on yourself. So for example, become more strategical, becoming more forecasting things, you know, like getting to that sort of activity and trying to plan the future, yes, how you want to perceive it. So that sort of spiritual message, maybe even with, because it's too many eyes, they want you to pay attention, you know, to certain things, because things could be around you. You only need to open your inner eye to see what you need, you know, when you want to find something. But because it's a clairvoyance, I would be definitely connected with your spiritual part of yourself um, to guide, you know, from inside, because maybe inside you there is already response. They are trying to show you something what you it's a moment, you know, maybe not see, and because of those intoxication of the past and trauma can't see. But let me check for your relationship, because you said you like generally for relationship, what they thinking about your relation. Oh, hermit, you see, you got a hermit. This is your relationship, long time alone, and because maybe in the past you made the wrong choices, because you see message of the hermit reversed. That could be illustrations that possibly, you know, those kind of, if you picked someone, the person maybe something didn't work out, and at the moment you kind of need, like you want, like you like this hermit, it's a hermit. Yes, he still thinking about, and could, like, message of the hermit is you need to come to your inner core through coming through separating or segmenting things which are, like, you know, which contradictional. So because maybe you can be too critical about something, and then you can look only into something with a negative side. But when you kind of look into the contradictional things, you actually, you know, like losing those attitude. Or look like coming to your inner core. That's what usually the hermit means, you know. It's the only way to the man's heart is through mm, separating or segmenting these contradictions. Then you will find what is exactly this core is. What is the most important? What can help you? Going and trying and using. At the moment, you see, you appeared with a place of Virgo. Virgo analyzes because Hermit is a major arcana of the astrological place of Virgo, and six of swords represents minor arcana of the same house. So definitely, it's all about your finding yourself and finding someone who will be fit in with you, or you will be fit in with another person. Understand? Because it's like, but you see, with this going, it's like getting, sometimes with this message could be you need to get out of the loop, because that's what could be holding you from relations, because the loop of fear, it's like you are on a bus with the monsters and you can be scared, and then they will be control the bus, or you actually can stop and be the driver and make, you know, like things to do your way. That's what, you know. Otherwise you will be in this loop all the time and letting your fear to control you, and every thoughts maybe about relations will be making you scared. Whenever you want to go to find the stuff, because this is a future, you know, stuck. And you see, usually with the star, it's Aquarius zone, and it means you need to pour away all negativity. So once you pour away everything what was worry, what was, I don't know, bad things, like kind of you need to be clean and not look back, yes, on this. Because while you're still holding something in a jar, it means you will be stuck in that. Mm, okay. It still will be hard for you. Because you see, I think you kind of a little bit stuck in this mental condition. So that's why I try to do spiritual techniques. Sorry. Maybe ground yourself, because or self-regulation, because you need to make your mind to used to think positively. Understand? But when I'm coughing, it means you probably have a lot of unhealed emotions, which you need to get to pour away, whatever they say, because this is a stuff, you know. That's why she's in a jar trying to pour something into the water. It's not like pouring water into water, but pouring whatever you don't need anymore. Just you need to become naked, but not naked. You need to become naked inside, you know, like clean from everything what you don't need anymore. And when it happens, it can take time, of course, because star usually takes some time, you know, like, so then you can be like a new you. Maybe it will be also new friends for you, because sometimes star brings new people. It's a message of friendship. So when you can actually find someone who can maybe understand you, or to whom you can complain, yeah, things like that. But don't try to isolate yourself. That's not good. So I wish you all the best in your right solutions. And now I have to stop stream, and I will see you later. And have a good day. If you like the reading or something, please share the page or so because our team will appreciate it. Have a good day, and was lovely to meet you.